And you have written a couple of articles regarding the veracity of the Roswell Slides. Tell us a little bit about that. And for the people who don't know, what is all of this Roswell Slide business about?
The first I heard about it was in late 2013. It was a blog post from Nick Redfern. A lot of your viewers might know him. Written tons of books on paranormal UFOs, and he gets people calling him now and then. His number's out there in the public. So he got a call, and this was in early, like February 2013. Somebody asked him, the number was withheld, and the gentleman didn't identify himself, but this guy asked him, how much money could we make off a photo of an alien? And Nick said, well, first of all, you'd have to authenticate the thing, you know? And so that kind of ended. They had a conversation. He never heard from the guy again. Then later in 2013, the story started coming out that there was this Roswell slide of an alien. So that's kind of where the story first started for me. When I heard Roswell attached to it, I went, right. We've seen this movie before. We saw the alien autopsy, and every decade people seem to want to attach any type of story about a crash saucer or those type of things to Roswell. So I pretty much dismissed it until recently it became visible, at least to me again, that they're having this big event in Mexico called Be Witness, where they were going to unveil the slide.
That was May 5th, I believe, right?
Yep.
When I first heard about this, I was doing a radio show, and at the time I said, I believe this was about November of last year, I said at the time, listen, I'm skeptical, but I don't have anything invested in this, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. What I didn't like was the fact that if they had these slides, whatever they were going to wait until early May of the next year to present them. Tell us how that went.
Didn't go well.
Right?
There was a group, and they called themselves, I don't know if they're still calling themselves, the Dream Team, that got involved with the slide. And there's also a film producer named Adam Gorightly, who is working on a movie called Kodachrome about this slide. So this group of investigators were working on this, the Dream Team, and somewhere along the line, a low res of this photo slide got out, but it was, people looked at it, yeah, it's kind of peculiar, but we can't see much with this low res slide. But at this event, the high res slide was shown. And once again, let it be noted, that this Dream Team had a couple of years to look into this slide they claimed they used experts to look at photo analysis experts, and also anthropologists, and they were convinced they had something there. They kept saying this could be the Roswell aliens. So as soon as that event happened, there'd been a group of investigators just a group on Facebook who were also looking at this, and as soon as this event was pay-per-view televised, and somebody grabbed a screenshot of this, and they started putting it into software that deblurs. And there was a placard of some sort that the Dream Team said that everybody looked at, they couldn't deblur this. This team, they're calling them the skeptics now, the Roswell Slide Research Group, within a couple days were able to deblur this, and it said this is the body of a 2-year-old mummy boy. Right. Which basically made the whole thing collapse, within a couple of days after the Be Witness event, which made a lot of money. I've heard some reports that they had upwards to 8,000 people viewing this on pay-per-view for $20 a shot. So potentially a lot of money could have been made off of this, which some people could interpret as a hoax, a fraud.
Certainly. Well, Jaime Maussan, who was in charge of this, I've met Jaime before, and I was willing to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, but this clearly looks like it's either a hoax or it's incompetence at a very high magnitude, because this is clearly a mummy in some roadshow museum somewhere in the Southwest. But from what I understand from your papers, the believers are coming back hard now and fighting saying that the placard, that's just misinformation or something.
Mm-hmm. Within a couple of days of the placard deblur, members of the Dream Team started coming out with public apologies, admitting, yeah, this was a mummy, and backing off that was an alien. But the narrative is changing again, and some of them are changing their tune once again, and now they're saying, well, we have scientists that say this is a real dead alien from Roswell, and that the placard deblur was some type of disinformation, even though the team that did the decoding, deciphering, deblur of that got on YouTube and showed them exactly the process they used. And ironically enough, you know, they had pulled the first image they used off of the pay-per-view, just a screen grab. Immediately when the Kodachrome producer got wind of what was going on his website, he said, yeah, they faked the placard to say it's a mummy, and here's the high-res placard which they put on their website. As soon as this slide group, the skeptics, saw that, they said, wow, we got the real deal here. They pulled it off the guy's Kodachrome website, deciphered that, and once again it said this is a 2-year-old mummy.